Welcome all my honored guests to the ultimate duel with the best of the best.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Saturday Morning Live. I am your co-host, Porcelain Piggy, and over here we have
Marty Max Toys and Little Rumi, my little co-host, who is right here, just off camera. You're gonna see me doing this all the time, the back and forth, because I'm have the stroller in my other handy right here, and I'm going wah wah wah. Just to
missing dad
soothe
duty.
the baby, soothe the baby.
Ooh-ah.
Wah. But anyways, we do have a lot to talk about in terms of toys, and I am really excited that we can get to do this 2 times in a row. Because let's face it, we don't know with this room. But anyways, Porcelain Piggy, you have certainly a very interesting Halloween surprise. Not Halloween. Look at where I am.
I'm showing you Mighty Max was in a different holiday.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, cool.
I know. We are apparently the valley is, is the Valley of Fire. So we had a nice wake up explosion, and there was a car on fire in front of our apartment, and it was interesting to say the least. But yeah, I'm telling you, everybody has that. Hey, what are your go-to fire items? Well, I've had to experience that about 4 times now, and every time I'll tell you, it does change. It does change. Our very first time, it was the big plushie that my spouse really likes. And the second time, it was the mini versions of those, his and also mine. And like the third was the Thomas, and this fourth time was the Thomas again, because we've been keeping them alive forever. And we're trying to beat the record with this one for the longest living Tama. He's currently 89 years old. So that's 89. He's 89 years in Tama years, 89 days. So we've kept him for 89 days. And if you have a uni, you know that every so often they will ask you, hey, if it's someone met you, they'll say, I think I'm going to be a great adult. Thank you for raising me. I want to try doing things on my own. And you can either let them go or have them stay. And that's what we've been doing with this one, keeping him here forever. I finally was able to get a Kuchipachi. And with him, he'll ask you, I would like to go out into the world to try all this delicious food. But I'm also trying to keep him here. So we'll see. We'll see. I know this is the oldest. This one literally is just like maybe a week old so far.
Oh, young Kuchipachi. Now, for my brain went to Halloween first, and then it went to Thanksgiving. It needs to literally just slowly go
Next is Christmas.
Next is gonna be Christmas. Next is New Year's. Next is gonna be my daughter's birthday, and then finally arrive at Valentine's Day. So for Valentine's Day, I received sandwiches, which is great. Oh, so
Yum.
good.
Was it Lee's sandwiches? Have you guys ever tried Lee's sandwiches? Those things are bomb.com.
Yeah, no, we have a place that's called Caps and Corks. Now this place, as I joke with my wife, this place is this far from becoming a dispensary, you know?
Oh no.
This far from becoming a dispensary, because everybody who goes there, they go for the munchies, and with good reason. Those sandwiches are they are so good. My wife actually actively craves them. We have a tradition of just having fried chicken, right, on Valentine's Day. But yesterday I told her, like, I can pick up fried chicken. And she's like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to get sandwiches. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know what you want. And it's never a bad choice. It's never a bad choice. But I got my wife flowers, and I also got her some toy-related, gifts. So we mentioned in the last podcast how I've been obsessed with the fact that there are toys associated with a lot of very famous storybooks, right? Or the most popular one. So there's one that's called Linnea's Garden, and this is the doll that goes with it, right? And this is my wife's childhood doll, okay? So her grandma gifted it to her. And this comes with a dress, right? So
Mhm.
this is just like a rag doll, and she really loves it. Back on the Instagram days, we actually did a podcast where we went over all
Oh,
the
yeah.
for my wife, remember? Because we have
Mhm.
found the box and it had Barbies and it had all these things. So this is where that came from. And now that we have a daughter, this one sits in her room. But the thing is that she doesn't have her trademark clothes. And it just so happens that they actually sell her clothes in this
Oh,
really neat
wow.
paper doll maquettes. And apparently, this was from like 1990s and 1980s, right? They're
That's
still
so
sealed.
cool.
You can actually buy like multiple outfits. This is for her. This is her bathrobe, right? So they're really, really beautiful, really cute item, and they fit this doll, so she could just put all the clothes in here, and she'll be good to go. So it was actually a really nice little present here. And I also, since again I became a dad, I also got my daughter something, and
Aw.
I got her because I am a um how do I say it? Like I'm finding a lot of fun, just introducing those brands that I really care about onto. Were you making all those sounds? You making all those sounds? Okay, yeah. Introducing all these brands that I like into my daughter's life too, right? It's like that meme. I was like, I'm not. It's not. My life is not your dream, Dad. And the dad goes, "It's a good dream. It's a good dream." So let me share with you guys what I bought her. Okay, and again, of course, it's going to be Pokemon related because it is
Oh,
so cute. Now,
Poke Baby.
Porcelain
Oh
Piggy.
my gosh, that is adorable.
Porcelain Piggy, as an expert in child development, what do you think about this? So this has 4 items, right?
Okay.
You can see the price I bought it at. It was 48,
Yeah, that's
whatever.
fine. That's fine. I just
It's
want to see what
coming
the items
from
do.
Japan.
Hmm.
It's coming from Japan. So it has 4 items. It has, look, there's a little baby there. It has this little like weight, like a dumbbell thing, and it has like the sound beep beep. And it's so cool that they have like the 2 little, electric mice. They had the Dene and Pikachu. You
Yeah.
know, this is a crinkly toy. So it's like
Hmm.
a wand, but it has a crinkly noise, like right? And we bought it mostly for this,
That's really cute. Yeah, I'm like the little what are those called? I
the
forget.
mobile.
Mobile.
That's what they call
Yeah,
mobile, which is with the little clip. I think that's really
that's
nice.
super
So I ended up getting her this for her to play with because she actually is. Oh, and also bring this really cute Pikachu doll, just like a doll.
nice.
And this is the mobile, and I freaking love it. It's so cute, you know.
That is really adorable.
Yeah. So this
Oh
is
my god,
coming from Japan. So yesterday I was like, yeah, I have so many people to give Valentine's Day presents to.
I dropped my water, but apparently it was empty. That's what I heard.
And that's true.
But no, it looks really cute. That's like just to get their fine motors kind of going, just little
Yeah,
squishing of stuff, and just like getting them to interact with like sounds and
yeah,
textures, which is fun. I'm so excited to see it because that will make for some super cute photos.
yeah. And you know what? When we went to Japan, unknowingly, I actually bought something. I was kind of dumb because when we went to Japan last time, my wife was already pregnant. So we went to Don Quixote and we
Mhm.
bought this. We went to the secondhand store trading area, right?
Mhm.
And we got these 2 purses, one Piplup and one Pikachu. And we were like,
Yeah,
man, I don't want to buy 2 purses. Like, we have one girl that we need to give it to, right? So we gave the Piplup to one of my little nieces, and then we got stuck with the Pikachu. And for my
Mhm.
dumb brain was just like, bro, the solution's right there. Give it to your daughter. It's like a little backpack. It's like a little fanny
Oh,
pack.
that's cute.
So finally I put 2 and 2 together months and months after that. And then I was like, no, this belongs to her. So I washed it, I put it on her thing. It looks so good. And from that point on, that's
She's
where
a
I got the brand.
Pikachu girl. Oh my gosh, she's one of those super cute Pikachu trainers.
Oh yes, you know it's true.
We're gonna make her the fit. That's it. That's her Halloween fit.
I asked my mom to get her the Heidi to make her the Heidi costume.
That's cute.
But that's enough baby talk. Again, I am that guy, guys. Look,
I'm sorry, guys. It's really fun. It's such an exciting moment for us.
I am that guy. I
I
am
literally have a little care package ready for her because
dead.
he's dead. I'm meeting her for the first time tomorrow, and I'm hoping that she likes her new friend.
Uh-oh. Don't show it to me.
He's so adorable.
I love that. Anyways, let's go ahead with the pod. What's going on in the world?
Well, as of now, I know we have a few events coming up. I do have, I believe Harajuku Day is today. So if you're interested in visiting Little Tokyo today, you can also stop by the Galleria because Harajuku Day is happening today. I believe the theme is Jiraike. So it's a lot of like darks, pinks, a little bit of kind of like a musician, very, eccentric musician style in a
Oh, okay.
way. Lots of pinks, lots of puffs, lots of ruffles. And even if you don't dress the part, you can always visit and kind of see. You can even shop outfits and visit and like shop booths to create your
Uh-huh.
outfit there. If you don't have any J fashion, or any J fashion items, you can literally just go without a fit and create one on the spot. So I encourage you to shop there because the prices are very, very good. I've actually been wanting to go back to Little Tokyo because I want to buy a new fit. I want to buy a couple of other things that are missing. So I literally just want to go with like a full budget and just buy a bunch of cute stuff. So let's see. Let me go ahead and share the screen.
Oh man.
Share. Oh. View. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I'm behind in sharing the screens, guys, because I
It's
don't
so
have
good.
it.
So good. So this is for today. Can you see it? Can you see
Yep,
it?
I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. The world can
Okay.
see it.
The world can see it. Let me.
Jiraike.
Can they see it still? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
we
Good.
do.
Good. Okay, I was splitting the screen so I could see what y'all can see. So yes, Jiraike today, February 15th at the Little Tokyo Galleria. Remember, Little Tokyo has so many things to do around. And there will also be, I believe, a remembrance for the events that happened in, I believe it was February 16 or 17. I can't recall exactly the date, but for the Japanese encampments that occurred. So there will be some history lessons in the jam if you'd like to visit and educate yourself about that. That is also an opportunity as we're coming close to the anniversary of when that order was set. Let's see, next up, we do have something for today, actually. I'll go ahead and press click and then you will kind of hear it. I'm not sure if you'll hear it. We'll give it a go, okay? Okay, here we go.
Hi, everyone. Today is a very special day. It is the 122nd birthday of the very first teddy bear, who was born all the way back in 1903. And here to celebrate is Vermont Teddy Bear's first teddy bear, Bearcho, who was born a little more recently in 1981. Now, Bearcho was modeled after our founder, John Sortino's favorite comedian, Groucho Marx. If you want to come meet Bearcho, come on down to Vermont Teddy Bear, and you can become a part of that lifetime of love. Hi, everyone.
And so today it is the 122nd birthday of the not the Vermont Teddy Bears, but of the teddy bear with the name Teddy Bear, because bear-like items and bear-like critters have been made for centuries prior to the naming of the teddy bear. But I thought it was really cool to share that, and I did bring out my very own Vermont teddy bear to participate on it. He's not only cute, he's also pretty tough.
Hi, everyone.
Sorry, there you go.
That's
No more. Hi,
cool. That's a really cool little like Easter egg right there.
yeah.
And,
And then, mhm.
No, and I feel like it's weird. The older these toys get, the harder it is to kind of trace back the history if nobody's done anything about it, right? So,
The
and
thing
I
is
really
that
like the
we
fact that
have a lot of information about the history of the teddy bears.
you gotta keep on going. Honestly, I've been itching. I gotta tell you, I've been itching to just go to a toy store. I've been like, I have Totu is really close, but I have not been able to go. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I need to just be in a place where there's only toys all around me. But then again, that's kind of my place too.
Yeah.
One thing I really do enjoy though is the fact that again I get to hear from all the toy from you guys and here in the pod. And before we jump into this, you know, the Miniso collaboration, um, if you want to get the last bits, and I mean the last bits from the collab between Cakeworthy and Tama, you guys can go head over to that website, and you can definitely find a few things here and there. It's mostly sold out, but there's some pins that are now very cheap because they're like
They're like
clearing
dirt
out.
cheap. Yes.
Yeah, so you can do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
what's going on with
But
these?
if you're looking for the Tama collab, the Cake Worthy had about like the beginning of last year, is gone. It's gone. I went to see. I was like, did I miss the sales? Yes, I completely missed the sales. You can only find them in the secondary market now. So if you had your eye on a couple of items that were in the Tamagotchi collection, you can go there now. Keep an eye because like they do go on sale, but then once they sell out, they're gone. And this collaboration was actually announced in January, but it won't be hitting the stores till like now. We'll begin to see it now because I kept running to my local Miniso to get these and they just didn't have it. I don't know about the quality of the blush slash like um lip stuff and whatever that this might be, but I just want the case. So I want the case. I want to scoop that out and then replace it for my really good quality one because I broke the case of mine. So I've been looking for these so I can just use the Swaparoo.
That looks so cool. Are there just like things for makeup?
Yeah, so you can, it's like a little pasty blush that you can use in anything. You can use pretty much in your lip, on your eyes, on whatever. So it's a very multi-purpose
Dude,
cream
honestly,
blush.
they're gonna hit pay dirt with this because those things get used like crazy, and the fact that you have so many versions, oof, I can see this going forever and becoming actually a collectible. Way to go, Tamagotchi! You figured out a way to make um, makeup a collectible item. Wow.
I think they're just like following the footprints that Hello Kitty left behind, you know. Hello Kitty had to, what they said, she had to crawl so Tama could run.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Absolutely. Hey, and let's
And
not say that Hello Kitty is dead. Like, Hello Kitty is still kicking and doing pretty damn well for herself.
she sure is. And again, if you do have a Tamayuni, you can download the super flashy aura once you update your info as well. I don't know if I have any other slides from that because, you know, we too had a rough night.
Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely. But okay, go back. So go back to the yes. So that aura, right, actually reminds me of a vintage GI Joe character who is a hypnotist and
oh,
brings an aura like that. And I really hope that Classified is able to bring that character to life because you know what? It's so ridiculous, right? That I really, really would just like nothing more but to see it in plastic form and have that aura so I could match your uni. Just saying.
so it can be twinning for Twinning Tuesday.
Yeah. By the way, I have her here. She's calm now.
Good, 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 good.
She had a rough
The
day.
sound of your voice will calm her down. Is
Yeah.
it making you guys sleepy?
Sometimes it does. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I thought I could. I didn't think I could sleep standing, but okay, I guess I can.
He was like, I got this.
Okay.
One
Now,
of the things I have seen lately in social media is that Duo is dead. And I don't understand it, but he's still forcing us to finish our lessons. So I still got my streak going and it doesn't seem to have changed in the app, at least not in the Japanese lessons. And even the like little images of the app. I'll update it again today to see if maybe something changes, but I haven't seen it. But there was a whole announcement that he has passed away. And if you see and follow all the other accounts of Duo, there's Duo Spain, Duo Mexico. It's based on whatever languages Duo has, and each account is doing something different for the passing of Duo, and it's actually really funny. So if you want to catch up with some of the passings, you can go ahead and see them there. And I know the official one announced that they have like some new Duo, X'd out plushies. I think it's a gag, it's really funny. They're really leaning into it. I don't know what happened. I'm sure they'll tell us soon.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting marketing, campaign. I got to admit, I tried Duolingo, but then I got so bored of it. So
Really?
bored of it, like dead bored. So I just abandoned it. I didn't care for it. But
Oh.
your spouse has maintained famously a record that, I think it was like last year, it was like 100 or something, but or 1,000. I'm not sure. But whatever it is, it's more now.
He is in 1,000 something, and I'm in 1,084.
So 1,000 days. That's crazy. Now, here is the deal. I keep saying, Duolingo, you are incredibly active, right, in your social media. You do clearly a lot of campaigns. So why don't you start recognizing those people who, unlike me, didn't give up on their Duo? You start recognizing my sister and her spouse for that accomplishment, because you know what, to put up with your abuse, Duo, and I gotta admit, it is an abuse, because
It is.
a Duo is not a nice person. Duo will do all
It's
manner
Spanish or Vanish.
yes, he will do all manners of tactics. He will short of extort you if you don't complete those freaking lessons. He's a villain, and you know what, I'm glad he's dead. Oh, because you know what? I'm pretty sure he faked his own death.
I'm pretty sure.
In order to use sympathy to keep you making the lessons. He is.
I'm telling you, I don't know. But I don't know if you guys also knew that he actually had a collaboration with Webtoons last year. And there's that whole like comic. I read it. It was pretty good. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it.
Look, I think that the fact that Duolingo has its mascot that has a life in and of itself, it's hilarious. And I can't wait, honestly, to find out what is the big twist, Duo. Like, are we gonna get like if 30,000, because Pokemon Go does this all the time, by the way.
Mhm.
If let's say 5 million people around the globe complete lessons, he'll come back.
Maybe.
Pokemon
I'm
Go,
pretty sure it's something like that. There's like, oh, he's gonna have to like force us into doing more lessons, and then he'll somehow revive.
yeah, Pokemon Go does the same old. They do. Oh, we're gonna unlock so and so, but it needs to be a communal, type of reward. So it is a challenge that
y'all need to earn it as a community.
Yeah, so we earn it as a community, and then we get it. So I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen with Duo. But it is what it is. Let me put her down because she's finally asleep, and then I'll share the things I want to share.
Okay.
Take over now.
Good luck. Good luck. One of the things I do want to share with you guys is that I've fallen back and rediscovered Hey Arnold, and I bought the entire like series plus the 2 movies and the final the Jungle movie. So I'm having a really good time just rediscovering it. This is what I've been into. I didn't want to keep streaming Disney Plus. I kind of got bored of it. So I was like, I want to watch some of the old cartoons that I was into before. And Hey Arnold's one of those. So I'm like, has so many cute stories and some really like deep, calming stories that I've been wanting to revisit. And it has not disappointed. It has not disappointed. I feel like the episodes felt longer as a kid.
Yeah.
Because they're just 2 15-minute episodes.
Yeah, they are. They're very short.
Yeah, I always felt like the story was longer. When we had like Pigeon Man and like the Haunted Train. I was like, I thought they were longer.
Can I say though, one of the things I absolutely hate about streaming is that they still put limitations. They're like, oh, I'm like, I know that there's a Hey Arnold episode that I want to watch, but for some reason they only have like season 1 of like Hey Arnold. I'm like, dude, this is streaming. You're supposed to have everything.
Yeah. So like for me, I was looking for it in streaming, and then they're like, oh, you have to buy it here to have access to this much. I was like, you know what? You know where I can buy the whole thing and have access for it for life? On eBay. So I did. I bought it on eBay and it arrived, and I've been watching it, and I don't have to deal with like commercials. I don't have to deal with, hey, my internet's down, my Wi-Fi is not working. No, just pop it in my PS2, watch it, and buy it.
And enjoy the ride. Yeah. No, I do, I like streaming. I don't like physical media. But then little by little, I'm kind of going back to it because I don't like the fact that there's so many restrictions on the things that I want to watch. Like if I get Paramount Plus for all the Nickelodeon stuff, but there's only one season of it, like what the hell? I want to have access to whatever I want, like
when I want.
Pick and choose when I want. It's just like, I hate that. Now, I do want to share a couple things. Number one, I did pick up last year, if you don't recall, the crowdfunding for Todd McFarlane. This is the medieval Spawn.
Oh, nice.
So
I love the box. So pretty.
The box is so rad.
I'll be showing some vintage Valentines as Max is doing his.
And I picked it up yesterday. It comes in this like nice slip-up box. It has this very cool black sword out of the sword and the shield.
I like the little ribbon add-on.
And the red tab so you can open it. So you can go like, wow. And you can see fancy. All the content. Right, so all of these are the extra magnetic weapons. And this is an actual like blister card where the toy comes. But naturally, I already took it out because it's collector friendly. Like it's not the once you open it, sorry, there's no going back. No, it's like you can actually put it back. And I have him right here. Oh, and you know what? I remember that the reason why I backed this is because it wasn't too expensive. I think it was like 40 or 30 bucks for all the things you got. And I thought it was pretty goddamn awesome. I thought it was great. I only bought the one. I didn't buy anything too crazy. And I gotta say, everything so far really, look at the chain.
It looks good.
It delivers. It really delivers. The one thing I would love is a cloth goods cape. But this one honestly is so good. All the magnetic pieces really do work as intended. For example, like you can take this gauntlet off and you just leave it there, and it's just boop, right there.
And then you have the 90s version of this one, no?
And I do have the 90s version of this one, correct.
You should do a side-by-side like comparison. I'd love to see.
Yeah, and that one is pretty much very choppy and broken because of the old McFarlane figures where they had articulation, but they were like
just mildly slanted at the waist.
Yeah.
I remember those weird articulations. That's just like a slant waist cut.
Yeah, and no expense was spared. The one thing I don't like though is, and it's just a nitpick because I really fell in love with that look. The original, the 90s one, had a shield that had arrows stuck in it, and it's such a cool look, man. And this is just a naked shield, a perfect shield that looks cool. It's nice. It's heavy. It has also the metal strip in the back. And it also, look at these straps, man. The straps are nice.
They're very well made.
Yeah, and they're like, you can actually take them off like this.
Oh, wow.
Right? And then they can fasten them on them. It's a really cool figure for the price. It's a really, really cool figure. And I'm glad I got it. It has a certificate of authenticity and all that stuff. A really big old stand, right? And it has so many customizable parts. You can customize the chest. You can customize all the gauntlets. You can customize, the head because it brings an alternative like Spartan helmet, which just looks so badass. But again, I just haven't dove deep enough onto all the accessories. But yeah, I'm really happy I got it. Let's see.
See, you're not able to go to the toy stores, but all your pre-orders are kind of fulfilling that little the little yum, that little hunger that you have for new
I
toys.
know, and it's like the ultimate customizable swan, man. Like it has all of these little features that you can basically make it however you want. It brings one, two, three, four, five different heads, dude. It has hands up the. It has an alternative set of hands. It doesn't have fists, which kind of pisses me off. These are the alternative chest plates, and it has little holes in there so you can put the little clips for the cape. So they really thought about everything. And if you didn't like that shield, well, get something that's a lot more spawny.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
huge, dude. It's huge. And then let's see, you have this giant axe, and honestly, all the foamy, things for it makes it look so legit. Like, look at that detail back here. Uh, honestly, like, I'm so glad I got it. Like, ooh, again, remember, it's a McFarlane figure, so it's connected with her shoe. They're sharp, right? They have like this rando blade, and again, everything is like customizable up to
That
the
looks
wall.
so good.
Again, so super stoked. It has for some reason, it has two versions. It has a giant maze here too. Like, it brings so many things, guys. I gotta say, a really cool piece. So I was really happy to get it.
Nice. And I'm happy to announce that Mighty Max Toys will be showing us next week what Morrigan looks like, because she finally arrived into my house. She arrived yesterday, and I'll be dropping it off this weekend for him. So there goes a toy for him to scratch that itch.
Oh yes, I cannot wait. Now there's been a couple of fun things that I do want to talk about, but go ahead.
Can I show something since we're doing show and tell real quick?
Sure,
I
sure.
recently went back to like playing my banjo, and I was like, what
Oh.
better way to encourage me to continue playing than to get my Barbie a banjo for her own?
Clearly.
So I ordered this on eBay. I can go ahead and leave the link down below. I'll upload it later on. It comes in a tiny little case. This was $17. But
That's
it's
cute.
so
That's so
nicely
well
done.
detailed.
Yes. I'm like, look at that. It's a 5-string banjo. It looks great. I really, really like it. And they're like, oh, this might not be enough. We gave you a case. We also give you a little banjo stand. So it comes with like a little banjo stand, so you can just like set it up on the side of Barbie's house. And it was just super. It's like a great proportion. I just have to give it a strap.
Oh,
Look at her. Look at my girl.
that's so proportional. I can't believe it works so well.
I know. So I was like, you know what? $17 is totally worth it. It don't. I don't know if you can hear. I should be a banjo picking girl. So it is so fun. I know I've been practicing my rolls again. It's so relaxing, honestly, because it gives me something to do without the phone, and it's nice. It actually is really nice. So I can't wait to kind of photograph my Barbie vibing with her banjo, because I haven't had a chance to photograph toys lately. It's been something. And then
You know
the
what? I'll let you borrow. I'll let you borrow my Kermit and his banjo, so you can have a picture of your Barbie vibing with Kermit and his banjo, because Kermit basically is, according to Barbie scale, proportional to it. Like, because you know how like Muppets, they interact with humans in real life. Yeah, so that would be really cool.
Really
I think it's canon. They exist in the world. Now, can I bring something up to your attention? So I just shared this, right? And this, I went back to the Kickstarter. I don't want to lie to you guys. So it was $60. That's what it was. 58
for how it looks.
Yeah, for all of it, all the paint, all the sculpt, the articulation, right? The magnetizable, all the customization pieces. Let me go for it. Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 23, 24 with this, 25 if you're counting this too. 25 26 if you're counting the comic book and the certificate of authenticity. So 26 pieces in a fully articulated action figure for $58.99. That's pretty damn good in an awesome deluxe box. Now, Marvel Legends, and I don't want to bring any discord or anywhere, not discord, any cizaña, but
Cizaña?
they're offering this Spider-Man, which the reason why I bring it is because this is based on Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man. Oh my God, that looks so cool. Oh, that's a Valentine.
Yeah, I do Valentine's exchanges with the toy community friends. This year I only did one, but I got some really super
That's a
beautiful
cool one.
vintage
Can I
ones
see the
that
Spider-Man real quick? Can I see the Spider-Man real quick? Can I see it?
sure.
Oh, okay.
Turn
It's
my
not-
world
yeah.
upside down.
That's cool. So this is actually based on Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man design, because famously, Todd worked for Marvel at the beginning and then got sick of them and went off and did his own thing. So this is this right here is the Todd McFarlane cover, right? And it's incredibly articulated, supposedly, and it brings a whole lot of stuff like this one.
Yeah, I saw the hands. I was like, it does have
Yeah.
alternative hands.
So it brings a whole lot of stuff, and people are getting mad because $59.99, well, no, $49.99 is the price, so $50 plus
Okay.
shipping, 60 something, right? So in here you have the base figure, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 pieces, more or less, right? For $50, and Todd gave you 26 for 60, and the deluxe box, and the comic book, and all of that. So, and this is a smaller figure too. And we've seen a lot of these pieces before. I think the only thing that is new are the two hands with the bracers, which are really cool. I'm not gonna lie. The Spidey sense, right? The shield, the web. These two have been reused, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I like it. I love everything that is offered. This is the package it comes in, but I really think it's a little too pricey.
I love the review already. It has only a 2 stars.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the price, but even though it's sold out, even in Big Bad Toy Store, so people did buy it to the point that they spoke with their wallet and they said, "I want it." So it's just kind of difficult to go against that. Like, okay, cool. But they should really, in my opinion, go back and look at something like this and just realize, you know what, sure. There is an argument there to be made that that's maybe not worth the price, considering all you get with this guy for just $10 more,
Yeah.
So
No,
again,
I agree. Even the box is not deluxe.
no, it's not deluxe. It looks just like a regular box,
And it's called the Maximum series.
Maximum Spider. Yeah, which is actually, I think, a throwback to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because that's the name of his special, Maximum Spider.
Nice.
But again, that's what we've been working on here, and in the world of action figures. This is the big topic for this week, and honestly, I'm kind of over it. Like this point, I just literally didn't buy it. Like I didn't pre-order it or anything, and I'm like, huh. The world didn't end,
Yeah, you're like, I'm good. Yeah, new ones will be coming. Different versions will appear.
Yeah.
Like if this is the best one now, there'll be something better soon.
Yeah, they have to be, because otherwise they're just the machine stops.
Exactly.
Right?
So I'm like, if you missed this one, don't worry. More will come. More will come. It's totally fine.
And if you go to
But
Big
if you
Bad
miss
Toy-
the Scooby-Doo ones, nothing will be better than that.
yeah, and now here's the difficult, the conundrum I have. Let's go to this figure right here, $24.99 Ken Masters. Now I want you to give me your opinion, right?
To give me your money and buy them for me.
No, I already have this guy. I already have him.
Okay.
Look at all these pictures, right?
Okay.
Look at all these pictures. Look at the price, $24.99, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good price.
Pretty good price. Good. For the most part, Jada Toys kind of won the world. This just looks exactly like the freaking
Video game.
screen of the video game. It looks exactly like it, right? So this is $24.99, 1/12 scale Ken by Jada Toys. But this,
Oh no.
this is Storm Collectibles
26.
for 26, just $2 more.
Oh.
And while it is a different version of the character, like different faces from a different, it is from Alpha 3 as opposed to Street Fighter 2, right? I think the things that you can achieve are so much better.
It looks he looks less compressed
Yeah.
than the one from Jada Toys.
Yeah, I think that Jada Toys, again, not to take anything away from them, they've made a great toy, but I feel like, man, Storm Collectibles made to put a nail in the coffin when it comes to the Street Fighter toys, because when you have them offered for $26 at Storm Collectibles articulation schemes, like with the toe joints and all that, it's going to be very difficult to say nay, you know?
Good.
Yeah, so these have been, again, the things that, and just look at the hands that comes in, blah, blah, blah.
But I feel like they each have their own audience, you know, for like folks who want a certain style of Ken versus the other. So
Yeah.
it's really up to whichever style you're looking for. And I feel like, you know, with Jada Toys, they already have so many in the lineup that you're like, I know I'm going to have a pretty good collection if I go with it. Is that Mudang? Go down. Is that Mudang?
Oh, baby hippo, yeah.
Mudang got a figure. I love it. What's the price? What's the price of no articulation Mudang?
21.
Oh my gosh, worth.
Honestly, we need to get Crystal on this. This is mad moody.
It's so cute. Every time I take a picture, you kind of gotta make it like, oh my gosh, it's just laying down Mudang. Every time I see it like that, it makes me concerned. I was like, are you okay? Girl, are you okay?
No, it's so funny. So those are the things that I wanted to give you. And I earlier this week actually, I was listening to the Jungle Book's Baloo song, like the bare necessities, and I was like, you know what? That's basically my my recipe for being a toy collector now. Like, if you find out you can't live without it, then go along. Don't think about it, right? Not thinking about it. And I'm like, you know what? I think it's working. But then I remembered, didn't I pre-order the Metal Slug armor? Which is something that I did in that lull of time that we didn't have a pod.
So you did give in because like the opportunity came back. It's okay. You need it. And like, when are we gonna get Metal Slug stuff again? You know?
Yeah.
And then when the donkey comes, when the camel comes, you need to get it.
Oh, the camel's already pre-ordered.
Okay, good.
The camel's coming. You know?
I can't wait for them to do like the zombie versions of the guys.
Oh. Let me see. Did you guys see also just the John Cena?
No.
There's a John Cena that's like see-through. From
because you can't see him.
Yeah, because you can't see him. So let me see. Lego Fakes has it. Or Toy Migos. Toy Migos. Big shout out to Toy Migos. They still going strong. You know, I like that. You know, it's kind of like the one constant we have going in. Let's see. They must have covered it because it was pretty hilarious. Oh yeah, there it is.
Okay, I'm gonna search for it in my end as well. There you go.
It's so dumb.
Honestly, they lean into it. They lean into it.
But I think they messed up because you can clearly see that from the promo packs that he's supposed to have everything covered except the clothes. You know?
Yeah.
And they decided to just make it all
his skin has not to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think they did mess up. Yeah, because clearly, look, it's based on the
Yeah.
skin from the game.
Yeah, they did
so
mess up. You gotta
they
try
messed up.
again. And then
I
that's the thing.
know.
When soon as you get really into the concept, that you forget what the original idea was, and then once you finish it, you're like, "Oh, I blew it."
Yeah. By the way, did you ever see this anime,
No, what is it
Kill
about?
la Kill? Oh, you should see it. It's really cool. And this action figure looks so awesome. But
It's
I
really
gotta,
pretty.
I don't know. I think these are separate knees, they're like a waist
Mhm.
piece and leg piece, and you can just
Yeah.
plug in to the body because they don't have any articulations here, which is kind of
No.
cool how they kind of get around that, you know. And so it's a
I
really
like
cool
how the
anime.
skirt
Definitely.
moves. Is it fabric
Yeah,
skirt?
it's a fabric
That's
skirt.
right.
Yeah,
Like the plastic ones always look terrible.
yeah. So it's a really cool figure. I think it's going to be very, very popular when it comes out because the anime is super nice.
Mm.
There's four horsemen. Nobody cares. Let me see.
Ooh, that Samus looks nice. Is it just a
Yeah.
statue or is
Oh,
it big?
no, it's fully articulated. I bet. Who made
And isn't
this?
it? She
Oh my
looks
God.
so like 3D printed though. Like the shine, the
Wait,
texture
are
of
this
the armor looks
re-releases?
3D printed.
Wait, are this re-releases? Because okay, so this one was from the new game, and when it came out, everybody gave it one of the best figures of the year because it was
Mm.
incredibly great. It was just a Figma, but Figmas tend to run a little short, so
Mhm.
is they're not technically 112. And this one came before around the Brawl time, and right now is super expensive in the secondary market. Even though if you look at it, it doesn't have the best articulation. So like waist wise,
Yeah.
it's very stiff, right? But it's Zero Suit Samus. People will go nuts for it. And this one is even older than that, and it's even more expensive. So I'm wondering whether these are re-releases, something that's
Mhm.
gonna come, or they're just making a new Varia suit. And this is from the Graveyard
Maybe.
game too, from the Batty. But I think this is supposed to be the new Varia suit, which is kind of badass. And if that's the case, I might end up getting that one. Yeah,
Yes, you have
because
a really nice one. You have the one prior to that current one, right?
no, I have the one that was released by Jack Specific, which is
Oh,
still
she
very
looks
good. It's a
great
very good
though. Yeah,
figure.
she looks really
Yeah.
good.
I actually pre-ordered this one because it's so dumb.
Guys, how do you play that game? I bought it and I don't know how to play. I can't pass the very first level.
I never
I'm
played it.
So I'm stuck. I was like, let me try it. And like there's nothing to hide in. I pretty much pass away in the bridge. So tell me how you pass it because I don't know what to do. I've been trying to play it for like I bought it a couple of years ago. And every time I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a go. I do a distraction with the bees, from the other side of the bridge, but then they always see me when I'm crossing. So I don't know what to do.
You know,
Tell me what I'm doing wrong.
when we that's the same thing that happens to me every now and then with the Nintendo 64 Virtual Console on the Switch. I
Mhm.
play it. I'm like, oh my god, this game it came out. I remember playing it. Like I remember renting it from Blockbuster and playing it and enjoying the heck out of it back and forth. But I always kind of like be mad at the fact that I never finished it. Right? I wanted to play more. Remember this game?
Oh my gosh, yes. I do remember that we rented them from Blockbuster.
Yeah, and Jet Force Gemini is one of those. It's a rare game, not rare as in like hard to find, but the company Rare, which now does not exist
Mm.
anymore, and it's from the same company that made Diddy Kong Racing and Banjo Kazooie, Banjo Tooie. Yes,
You get a certain smell when you see things from N64? Because I
yes,
do.
I do. I can't place it, but I know it is.
It's like a delicious scent. I don't know what the scent is. It's like a plasticky. I don't know what it is, but it just smells like it smells like 64 to me.
And looking back at it, playing it again, I'm like, yeah, this didn't age well, type of thing. I'm like, this game, like, because I played Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie in the Virtual Console, and those aged well,
Okay.
that game, like they still age well. Like you can still play it and enjoy it. This one, not so much, and especially because of the freaking controls. Jeez, I don't know if it's a compatibility thing, but or my brain has gotten too old to remember how it's proficient. I have the hardest time playing this game. Like I'm like, dude, what the hell? I remember being used to it. I think I'm gonna have to get the actual, like the old remote control. Yeah.
No, I feel like our brains feel slower if you haven't played video games in a long time. They
Yeah.
feel slower when you try to get back into the reaction time of things. I'm trying to get Resident Evil 4 for my PS2 because I want to get back into that, like, fast, quick scoping when it comes to getting them zombies. Because I feel so slow when I play Medal of Honor. And it's like, I feel so sluggish and like having to balance both the camera and my movement. I was like, I can't do it. I get confused. I was like, I'm old. I am old.
Dude, that's what I do. I'm like, Jesus. That's why like I try playing turn-based RPGs where moving isn't a thing. It's just making decisions. Oh my God, it's the best. It's like you're like, oh yeah, I can attack and attacking it. They're really enjoyable, but the kinetic aspect of like dodging and jumping and crouching and like it's not there. And if you remove that element, you have fun. But if you don't, it's just like Jesus.
No, I want to get back to that. That's why I was like, I need Resident Evil back because I need to have those skills back.
Yeah. Now we started this. We started this podcast talking about baby, and I want to finish it talking about something that's baby related.
Okay.
Because from the Nintendo Virtual Console, I have been playing a game that has aged like fine wine.
Ooh.
I find myself looking at it and I'm like, what am I going to play in the Virtual Console? And then I go to this and I put it again. And I'm not going to enjoy this game anymore. Like, it's probably not going to be the same. But oh my God, I play it and it's just incredibly fun. This game is fun no matter what.
I can't see it yet.
Wait, there we go.
Okay. Loading. Oh my gosh, yes, Yoshi's Island is so good. It is so
Yoshi's
good.
Island is so incredibly fun. Like
Yes.
I'm almost gonna finish it right now, and I have decided.
Mhm.
I have decided that I am going to take this art style and make some sort of decoration in my daughter's room.
You should do a mural.
Yes, and I love, and I showed it to my wife too. It's like, dude, okay, look at this. This Yoshis are so selfless. They're taking care of Mario, and his life, the life of the game is how long they let baby Mario cry.
Yeah,
They're
so
so
sweet.
nurturing. And one of the things that always gets me is that every time you finish a stage, right? There's this beautiful Crayola type of art. No, chalk. Chalk is like chalk.
They're like oil pastels.
Or pastels, right? And every time you finish a chapter, right, or a stage, you jump through this hoop of flowers, and you basically pass all your eggs and baby Mario to the next Yoshi, and the old Yoshi's like saying waving goodbye at him as it goes with the other one. It's just so adorable. I'm like, this game is so well done. This is the scene when they're like, whoa, we didn't take care of this kid.
It's like, oh my gosh, big responsibilities. Look at their face; they're so serious.
Yes. Oh, I'm honestly just smitten by this game all over again. It is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful story. And the remake, I don't know, man. There's something about having crappy graphics or limited, I want to say, graphics that, like, if you have this, it's not the same, yo.
No, I think it takes the charm off of it. It's too 3D.
Yes,
It's too 3D.
yes.
It needs to be a little bit more flat. And like, you don't need to spend that much to make it like
Mm-mm.
because they're trying to still keep that drawing look, but making it as a 3D. So I'm like, keep it flat. Keep it
Yeah,
flat.
keep it flat. Keep it vibrant. That's the thing. I feel like when they add a lot of shadows to it, And I'm like,
It makes it darker, and it's supposed to be like a nice bright.
yeah, it's supposed to transport you to this story, like this versus this.
I feel like, the newer one gives me like 64 vibes, where everything had to have like a lot of shadows to
Yeah.
give depth. I don't think that's necessary for at least that branch of game. You know what game I've been thinking about? I don't know the name of it, but do you remember we had this one 64 game that we were like little soldiers and
Yeah.
you had to like rescue food and there were like ants and picnics.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember much from it, but I just remember it was really fun. And I remember there were a lot of ants. What was it called?
It's called, I think it's called so N64 Army Man. That's
Yeah,
literally
because
what
we were
it's
little
called.
army men.
Army
I love
Man Sarge Heroes. That's what it's called.
because I love the helicopters. So they always had just like the one loose string in the bottom and just passed by something, it attached it, and then you just kind of have to like move items around. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, this game was also fun. This game
Yeah, that
was
was
fun
such
as
a
heck.
good game.
Yeah. And this is the one I ended up getting in the Army Man Air Combat, and I could not pass it. There was a stage which I'm pretty sure it was something dumb because I didn't know English and I couldn't read what they were telling me. And that's why I didn't really
Pass it.
wasn't able to pass it. But like, yeah, like look at this creativity here. Like it's so absolutely over the top, and I love it. I'm here for it.
So that's why we only had helicopters because we only got the aerial one.
We
But
got
it was
the
really
arrow.
good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun game, especially when you had like multiplayer, when you could play multiplayer.
Yeah, the multiplayer one was good. But
Mhm.
now if you see it, like I try to see like a playthrough, I was like, how did we not get dizzy? That camera is like shifting. Mostly in the multiplayer, each camera is like moving and something. I was like,
I'm telling
the
you,
brains were better back then.
our brains were just wired differently. I subscribe to that idea because it feels different when I play these games, and especially like sometimes I like playing games I played already that I played before to completion,
Yeah.
right? And I gotta admit, some of them they transfer real well. Like Zelda Ocarina of Time, I can play with the same amount of dexterity. I'm like, okay, it transfers so well. That's fine. Yoshi, same thing. Like the platforms, they're great. Sonic for Sega,
No go?
I couldn't. I actually stopped playing it. Even though I did pass it. I did complete that whole game. I know I did. And then I boot up the Sega Genesis on the Switch because it also has it, and I brought the same game in, and I just couldn't. Like it was just too fast, too
It's too fast.
for my
You're
brain.
too slow. Oh
I'm literally victim to his taunt. You're too slow. It's the quick responses. It's just it was crazy.
no. You gotta get that back.
Gotta get that back. So that's why one of my biggest projects for this year, aside from being a parent, of course, is to go back and play Diddy Kong Racing all the way through the end with you guys so that we see where we're at.
You know what I've noticed lately is like when I try to play a game for a long time, my hands hurt.
Yes, they do. It's true. It's true.
Why are my hands
Right.
hurting?
Like I remember how we used to spend literal hours, like maybe 5 hours a day, just playing Pokemon at night from like 6
Yeah,
p.m.
like literally like this.
Yeah, or like this, or on our stomach. Now, if I'm in my stomach here, I get cramps, and I'm like, I'm like, I can't do it.
Gaming after 30, guys. How is it
Yeah.
going for you? Tell us your tips and tricks.
Please,
Do you have
please.
a comfy chair? Does your back hurt for certain angles? Do you get
Yeah,
numb
like,
hands? Does your
I
leg
can't
hurt?
do the whole like, just be on my stomach and play like this, even with the Switch.
My
And I'm
neck.
like, Jesus. And one of the things that I'm embarrassed to kind of say a little bit, you know how our parents' generation, they use books to go to sleep, right? Because they read and then they get sleepy and then they put it away on their night table and they just go to sleep, right? Well, that's where me playing video games and the virtual console has come from. Yes, I have the Switch on my nightstand, and then I'm playing like one stage or two stages, and by the third stage, I'm like, oh yeah, and I feel it like, oh yeah, this is good sleep. I turn it off, put it away, and I go to sleep. And my wife was just like, you have blue light, or like you have light, and they're not gonna, it's gonna keep you up. And I'm like, no, it's gonna
He's like,
help
no,
you sleep.
I have been pre-programmed to go to sleep with this light.
No.
No, that's one of okay. So for me, the books work, but they work too well. Therefore, I can't finish a book very quickly. I'm like, I start reading like sentence number 2. I'm out. I was like, oh my god, because my brain is like, don't worry, you'll be like those kids in the Magic School Bus or in the cartoons that when you fall asleep reading, you'll read the whole book on your dream. But it sometimes it goes that way, sometimes it doesn't.
No, one time what happened was that I fell asleep reading a comic book, right? And my face was on the page, and then when I woke up, I took it off, and the grease from my face made me just literally rip the page off. Like I was like, oh no. But I know what you mean. Last year I bought Infinity. No. It's not Infinity War. It's Crisis of Infinite Earths for DC Comics, is the hardback, right? And to this day, I have not finished it, because I started.
He starts sleeping.
And I just fall asleep. And it's and one part is I'm happy that I'm falling asleep because I get rest, right? And the other one is like maximize your minutes, use every minute of every night of every morning,
Yeah.
And that is what I'm feeling with my daughter here, because yesterday it was the first taste of her being awake like all afternoon from 1 p.m. all the way to 6 p.m. nonstop. She's awake.
Like my crafting time.
She wants to play. And I'm like, oh, when she's 5, this is going to get so much worse.
You can have a good time. You can play together.
I know.
Because you can parallel play. You can parallel play when they become bigger, and then you can kind of just like input in each other's game.
We're parallel playing right now. This is why I'm doing this.
Exactly. See, parallel playing.
Okay, now she's stirring, which means it's time. Should we call it?
She's been a very good baby. Thank you so much, Big Ruth.
She's been here like. Uh-oh. I heard that. Did you all hear it? That was a fart. That was a poo fart, guys.
Okay.
Can we say goodbye so I can go change poo-poo?
Yes. I'll go ahead and remove you, and I'll go ahead and close it off over here. So Mighty Max Toys can go ahead and get things rolling with the big baby button. So thanks again for watching, friends. We managed to hit an hour. We did a very good job. And I don't know, Mighty Max, you want to come on by to say goodbye? Shake head if yes.
She's fine. I mean, we have to give her like about 2-3 minutes after I hear the to see if she's finished. Okay, go ahead. Let's say goodbye.
All right, guys. So again, thanks again for watching. Let us know what puts you to sleep if you're in our same part. Is it a video game? Is it your phone? Or is it a book? Because I swear I had a goal of reading a book by February 10th, and I've just had really good naps on my way to February 10th.
Oh my God. Yeah, so definitely let us know. And if you're playing any games and it feels different, right? Which games are there? Which games have you quit because you're just like, no, this is a young man's game or a young girl's game, I gotta admit though, like I still play quite a bit of games, more than before. Thank you, Virtual Consoles on the Switch. Honestly,
I'm considering getting the Switch because I want to play more games. I do have I have the itch to play a lot more this year. So I'm considering getting the Switch. I was this close to buying a GameCube, but they didn't have one, so I didn't.
Hmm.
But other than that, all right,
Um,
friends, let us know what you're playing, how you celebrate your Valentine's Day, if you celebrated Valentine's Day, or what did you do overall?
got
We
something
will
cool.
go. Ooh.
If you got
So we'll
something
go.
cool.
Yes, if you bought yourself something cool, because you gotta appreciate yourself and take care of yourself as well. All right, friends. So we'll see you again next Saturday. And thanks again for hanging out with us. So bye.